Picture this, right? You're playing Runescape and you're not actually having fun. Not because you're doing boring content, no, because you're doing content that you enjoy in the most efficient way possible, but you're not even enjoying that. That makes no sense. So let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on guys? My name's Chevalic here, and today we're going to be talking about EfficiencyScape in Runescape and why I think it's just absolutely stupid. This topic comes from you guys, so I definitely want to give a big shout out to all the people who just mentioned it in the comment section down below, because it just comes up all the time whenever I make a video about literally anything, but especially when it comes to experience gains or PVM or anything to just do with playing the game, really. So thank you guys. Definitely join into this discussion in this comment section as well, because I love to read what you guys think. Also, if you are new and you haven't clicked the subscribe button, I really do appreciate it. We're on the road to 500 subscribers and eventually 1,000 subscribers. So if you're enjoying this content, I'm trying to upload twice every single week, a bit of guides and a bit of commentary. So if that's your thing, consider subscribing. Also, leave a like if you do enjoy it, because it generally helps me out to get this video to more people. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So with any of my videos, I always like to introduce the topic at hand first. So in this case, EfficiencyScape. What do I mean with EfficiencyScape? Pretty much playing the game in as efficient manner possible, or at least striving to. So pretty much to the point where you're like playing the game like perfectly with every best in slot item for like a certain boss, or like doing the best training method because it's the fastest thing to do, and doing it in the most click intensive way because that's how you're getting the quickest experience ever, blah blah blah. That, yes, those people, which, yeah, there's an alarming lot of them, even like on my streams as well. Like, I am the furthest person from playing efficient, and you will probably figure that out in this video as well when I talk about it, because I kind of lack an understanding of why you would even do that. But as I said, we'll get into that later in the video. But even in my streams, like for example, I'm going for a Vindicta lock. I'm doing that with Crit Bloom, a tier 90 staff, or one, sorry, my bad, and a tier 85 orb. I'm doing like the half AFK method with Crit Bloom, and it's fine. And someone came into my stream, and that's not to flame them, because it was a genuine question and they asked it in a very nice manner. So thank you very much for not being like, oh, you're an idiot, blah 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 blah. No, he just like, hey dude, you're going for lock, why aren't you not doing the fast skill method? And I was like, well, because I enjoy this. And he was kind of like taken aback by it, because he was like, well, you want to get the lock, right? And I'm like, yeah. So he's like, why are you not doing it as fast as possible? I'm like, because I'm enjoying this. Like, that is generally my explanation for it, and that's like kind of like where my disconnects come from, and that's why I want to like discuss it in this video. Like, just have a discussion in the comment section down below as well about this, because I just don't understand. Like, of course I understand it. Like, I have friends that play very efficiently and they explained it to me, but for me personally it doesn't make sense. But obviously I can imagine why it makes sense to other people. So let's dive into it a little bit, because as I said, I'm just someone who does things that he enjoys. If there is a most efficient method, and I think, you know, it's not too much effort, or like it's not too bad to actually do, then I will go for it. A good example for it is when I started doing easy clues. The best thing to do with easy clues, besides having every perfect teleport, is to have the treasure totem active on Anachronia, because you can have like easy clues that have 2 steps instead of like 3 steps at minimum. Also having 99 thieving to go to ham members and not fail when you have the RD, I think, heart diary as well. And well, I started with the exoskeleton, but eventually had the thieving outfit. I won't fail ham members anymore. And also having the archaeology relic sticky fingers, so I could just AFK thief as well. Like, that is pretty much the most efficient way to gather easy clue scrolls. Besides, you could say if you convert everything from Big Book, but just when it comes to just gathering. That is something I enjoy doing. Like, for me at the time, I wasn't max, so I was just like, okay, that's a good reason to get 99 thieving, get a higher archaeology level without going for 99 straight away, and also, you know, interacting with the content on Anachronia. That to me was fun, even though it still was efficient. But I think where it goes wrong for a lot of people is when it comes to micromanaging content, whether that's bossing or just content in general. But I think it pops up most with bossing, because I saw it in my Switchscape video as well, that kind of is like the biggest issue for people. It's like, okay, you can go to Telos, right? I'm going to Telos right now with Crit Bloom, my tier 91 and my tier 85 orb, and I'm doing consistent kills at lower enrages, and I know that's not the greatest money, but whatever. But I'm slowly learning the boss. I'm slowly learning the mechanics, and eventually I will switch to Tectonic, so I can do quicker kills, and I'm more familiar with the mechanics, so like I'm less reliant on the defensive bonuses of Animate Dead and Cripplum, right? So that to me is a way to learn it, and eventually I might switch to Tectonic, but if I'm just enjoying it with Cripplum and I'm getting what I want from it, then that's fine. And I think that is just where the disconnect lays with a lot of people. It's like, I feel like there are genuinely people that just enjoy playing efficiently, right? That just enjoy coming on and trying to get that faster kill time, or getting that faster or more consistent boss kill by, bringing like 4 extra switches or doing all these extra methods, right? It's like, I genuinely do think that there's a group of people, like, I think Evil Lucario is a good example of that. I genuinely think that he enjoys doing that. But I feel like there's a way bigger group that kind of feels that they have to do it because otherwise they are wasting time. Well, newsflash, you're always wasting time when you're playing RuneScape because it's a video game. A video game pretty much is the definition of wasting time. Of course, you can learn things from video games, and of course, you can make friends. Like, I get that. Like, I made some of my best friends in real life from video games or because of video games. So, like, I definitely do understand that, and that's completely besides the point. But what I'm trying to say is, a video game is always a waste of time, and you could then argue like, okay, well, I want to spend the time that I play on a video game as like my relaxation period, as like efficiently or as, filled as possible by doing the best boss kills or whatever. And that is cool. And as I said, if that is what you enjoy, go for it. Be my guest. But I just know too many people that just do not enjoy the game because they feel like they need to play efficiently. And to me, I'm just like, listen, here's the reality of the game, right? At least through my eyes. If you enjoy killing a boss in a certain way, and it might not be the fastest way, why would you do the fastest way? If you are getting the enjoyment, and if you're getting your profit, and I mean, maybe if you do it quicker, you can get 2 mil extra profit an hour, but do you really care for that? Is that 2 mil an hour really gonna make a difference? And yeah, I know, in 10 hours it can make 20 mil profit an hour difference, but if that doesn't really, like, to me, that doesn't really matter. Like, that is such a small thing. And like, I understand where you want to be more efficient when, for example, like the average kill of like most high level PVMs is like 2 minutes or something, and you're doing 8-minute kills. I understand that you want to improve, but I think there's like a fine niche line on where it becomes too much and just normal like progression of, skill in general. But dude, listen, let me also say something. No one cares. Like, there's a very small amount of people that care about how quickly you do a boss, or how efficiently you kill a boss, or even how high your XP rates are. You're never going to get on the front page of the high scores because unless you play RuneScape for 16 hours a day when a new skill comes out, you will never get front page. I'm sorry. If that's your goal when it comes to skilling and efficiency, then I'm sorry, but it's never going to happen unless you obviously actively go for it and play unhealthy hours during a new skill release. Otherwise, never going to happen. And that's it for me as well. Like, RuneScape, even though it's a multiplayer game, it is more of a single player game at the end of the day. Like, you build your account and you set your own goals and you do whatever you enjoy. Like, for me, I like doing clue scrolls, and I have a general clues preset that works for easies, hards, elites, and masters. Is it fully optimized? No. But can I do all those clues in a reasonable time that I am enjoying it? Hell yeah. That goes for PVM as well. Like, as I said, I'm someone who doesn't use auras. And you could say, oh, that is just stupid, but I'm getting consistent kills at all the bosses I want to get consistent kills at. And if I, want to improve or get quicker kills, I could just turn on an aura and just get quicker kills without even having to do anything extra by just, clicking the button. Sorry for that hiccup, by the way. That sometimes just happens when I do commentaries. I think it's just because I get too excited. But anyway, let's move on. Anyway, another thing that really, really does like annoy me about EfficiencyScape and everything that comes with EfficiencyScape is how it's ruining the experience for newer players when it comes to PvM or just in general playing the game. Like, I'm not saying this is the reason why we're not getting new players or that new players don't want to get into the game, because I generally think that is a stupid statement. I think there's a way bigger reason, being that the early game and the mid game is way too confusing for people. Like, this video game in general is too confusing for people to really get into, especially when there's so many other video games that you can play. Go watch my video on why we need double experience. I go into that in a way, but not necessarily related to new players, but it's called endgame syndrome, but that's a whole different topic. But I feel like a lot of people that want to get into PvM feel like they have to do these efficient, difficult, complex ways. Like I generally talk to people that ask me like, wait, you don't need like a shield switch, like a offhand switch, a whatever switch, and this switch, and 4 ring switches to kill this boss. I'm like, no, you can just kill it without it. I mean, it might not be as quick as when people do that, and if you really care about quick kills, then sure. But if you just want to kill the boss consistently, you definitely do not need that. And I think that's a bit of a fault of like YouTube, the wiki, the PvMe Discord, and just an accommodation of everything, really. Like, I think there's so many factors going into it that people are just feel the need like they have to kill the most of, like, most guides are focused on killing a boss as efficiently as possible and not necessarily on just getting kills. Like, for me personally, as I said, and I think that goes for a lot of people, just getting the kills in a reasonable amount of time. Like, if you do a 20-minute arc laser kill, yeah, I no, that ain't it. But if you're doing like a 6-minute kill and you're not caring for it, then sure. Like, I always say, like, as long as you do a kill within 1 overload sip, I'm fine, you know? And I think that's ruining the experience for a lot of players, or keeping a lot of players from interacting with content, because they feel like they actually need to do it. Like, they feel that they need to be that efficient to actually get a kill, and that's just not true. Like, you can get kills in any way, shape, or form, and that goes with anything in RuneScape. Like, just do anything that you enjoy. And don't get me wrong, there are good sides about being efficient as well. Like, as my friend mentioned, he said, like, because of EfficiencyScape, I did a lot of bad content that I ended up having to do anyway when he went to for trimmed comp cape, because for example, he wanted those mines from the Dominion Tower, and well, he went for it because he needed to for like an efficient method he was trying or whatever. And he was like, otherwise I would have never done the content. And when I had to, you know, get the diaries fully done for my EfficiencyScape, I already had it knocked out of the way. So there are definitely good sides on it, but I feel like it in general is just such a negative thing within RuneScape, and it's just ruining the game and the enjoyment for people personally, because they feel like they have to, but there's no need for it. It's not like RuneScape punishes you for not playing efficiently. At least I don't think so. And that's kind of leading into my opinion as well. Like, just enjoy the game and stop caring what other people think. If other people think that you should do A, B, or C, screw them, bro. Like, literally, like, do your own thing. Just enjoy whatever content you're doing. Like, I'm someone, if I'm not enjoying a kill anymore or like a boss anymore, and I'm like 20 minutes still my aura, I'm not going to finish my aura. That might not be efficient, but I don't care, bro. I really do not care. Same with elite clue scrolls. You should not use skipping tickets or even your clue points on those skipping tickets. But I do them because that increases my enjoyment out of elite clues. And as I said, it is not the most efficient use of those points, but I'm having a blast doing elite clue scrolls. So it is all just perspective, and you should do what you enjoy because it's your free time, so you should enjoy your free time. And if that's playing efficiently, play efficiently. But if you don't play efficiently, or you're doing it because you feel like you have to, stop doing it and go enjoy the game. I started doing that. I was 3-ticking Hunter on old school RuneScape. I was miserable, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do whatever I enjoy. I log in, I'm like, hey, I'm in the mood to do this. Hey, I'm in the mood to do that. And then you're just like, hey, actually, you know what, I need to get this item. And sometimes you do some grinds you do not enjoy. That is fine. That's just a part of this game. Not everything you will enjoy. And I feel like those grinds sometimes just gotta get out of the way. But if that grind works towards something you just want to do because you enjoy it, whether that's like some quest to unlock some more Slayer monsters, so you have more variety in Slayer because you love doing Slayer, then go ahead and do it. And I think that really is just everything I wanted to say. I know that this video might be a bit more ranty compared to my other videos, so I hope you really do not mind, but just join in with the comment section down below. Just join in with the discussion. I really am curious to hear what you guys think. I do want to thank everyone for listening to this point. If you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like. Also, if you got to this point, right, just for the actual diehards within you guys, make sure to put a comment. If you're just interacting with this video, just in general, by putting a comment down in the comment section down below, just put your comment and put it like beneath that, I'm a diehard. Just something so I know that you watched till this point, because only the real people, only the real ones will watch me ramble for 15 minutes straight. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. As I said, if you did enjoy this video, consider leaving a like. Go check out any of my other videos if you haven't done so already. There are more commentaries, so it's a great way of just spending some time on RuneScape and just listening to something. If you're just like me, to just you want to have some background noise, I'm the perfect background noise, trust me. Yeah, like the video, subscribe if you're new, join the comment section down below, and without further ado, my name's Chivalric, and see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.